I'm Julie. And guess what? We've got a super fun episode today.
Oh, yeah. I'm Jack, and today we're talking about something really useful. Daily English conversation practice tips. If you want to speak English better every day, you're in the right place.
Jack, can I ask you something? Be honest. Do you actually practice speaking English every day?
Well, sometimes I just talk to my plants.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Talking to anything, even your cat or your coffee mug, is still practice.
That's true. Tip number 1. Just speak out loud. Even if you're alone. You don't need someone around to practice.
Exactly. Try this. Every morning, look in the mirror and say, "Good morning, Julie. How are you today?" Or Jack. Or Joynob. Whoever you are.
Oh, I like that. Mirror talk. It helps your brain get used to thinking in English.
Yes. And here's another one. Talk about what you're doing. Like, I'm brushing my teeth. Now I'm making tea. It sounds simple, but it works.
I do that all the time. Now I'm eating cookies. Again.
Well, hey, at least you're practicing English while snacking.
Um, Julie, can I ask something?
Of course.
What if someone wants to practice English, but they feel, uh, kind of shy? Like, they know a few words, but when they try to speak, their brain just goes blank.
Oh, yes. That happens to everyone, Jack. Even people who are good at English sometimes freeze when it's time to speak. It's like your brain says, wait, what if I say it wrong?
Right? That little voice inside is like, what if they laugh at me? Or do I sound stupid?
Let's be clear. Making mistakes is totally okay. Actually, it's necessary. Every time you make a mistake, your brain learns what to do next time.
Yeah, like riding a bike. You fall a few times, but then, bam, you're rolling.
Exactly. So, tip number 3 is start small. Don't wait for a big conversation. Just say 1 or 2 short sentences every day.
So, something like, I'm brushing my teeth, or the sky looks nice today.
Yes, even those tiny sentences help your brain think in English. And if you do it every day, your confidence grows without you even noticing.
Sometimes I talk to myself while cooking. Like, okay, first the rice, now where's the salt?
That's perfect! You're using English in real life, not just in a book.
Well, sometimes I talk to my plants too. Hey, little guy, are you thirsty?
Aw, I love that. And here's a bonus idea. Talk to your pet, your mirror, or even your spoon. Just speak.
The spoon doesn't answer, but it listens well.
Tip number 4. Record your voice. Seriously. Just open your phone, hit record, and talk for 1 minute.
Oh, I've done that. The first time I was like, is that what I sound like?
Yeah, it's a little weird at first, but it helps so much. When you listen back, you hear what's good and what needs work, like pronunciation or speed.
Right. And you can even do it like a daily journal. Today I went to the market. I was tired, but I studied English anyway.
Exactly. And if you do this every day, even for just a minute, you'll hear your own progress after a week.
Okay, now I'm feeling motivated.
Here's another fun one. Choose a topic every day. Just one topic, and talk about it for 2 minutes.
Oh, like what kind of topics?
Anything. Your favorite food, a place you want to visit, your daily routine, a funny memory. Just pick one and go with it.
That's good. So I could say, today I'm going to talk about my favorite cartoon when I was a kid. Then just start talking.
Yes, it doesn't have to be perfect. The goal is to get your brain into English mode, just like exercise for your mouth and mind.
Wait, so it's like the gym, but for my tongue?
Exactly. So, tip number 5 is choose a topic and speak for 2 minutes. It builds fluency fast, and you don't even need a partner.
I really like this one. Because sometimes we wait for the perfect moment, but actually speaking a little each day is way more helpful.
Yes, yes, yes. Don't wait for perfect. Just get started. Even if you're talking about your breakfast, you're still learning. All right, Jack, let's jump into tip number 6 shadowing. This is a powerful practice that can really boost your speaking skills fast.
Shadowing. What exactly does that mean? How do I do it right?
Great question. Shadowing means you listen carefully to a sentence in English, and then you speak it out loud at the same time as the speaker, like you're copying them exactly. This helps you practice the natural rhythm, speed, and sounds, the way English really flows in conversation. It's like training your brain and mouth together to work as a team.
Whoa, that sounds hard. Like an echo or something?
Yeah, kind of like an echo. But it's more than just repeating. You actually get to feel how native speakers talk, the rise and fall of their voice, their pauses, all those little things that make speech natural. At first, it might feel fast or tricky, but with practice, it becomes easier.
Okay, so instead of just listening passively, I'm actively matching their sounds and pace? That sounds like a workout for my English muscles.
Exactly. And even if you mess up a little, keep going because don't give up. That's how your brain learns new patterns.
Got it. So, where can I find good stuff to practice shadowing?
You can use short podcasts, YouTube clips, or English learning apps. The key is to pick material you like. That makes it fun. Start small, just 10 or 20 seconds at a time. Listen, repeat, and then listen again. Doing this every day builds your fluency and confidence.
Cool. I'll try shadowing with some movie scenes I love.
Perfect. Now let's move on to tip number 7. Think in English. This is a game changer for speaking smoothly.
Think in English. Um, how do I do that? My brain always translates from my language first, and it slows me down.
That's super common, but with practice, it gets easier. Here's an easy start. When you see something, try to say it in English silently in your mind. Like you see a cat, think, that's a cat. Instead of translating from your language, use English directly.
Oh, so it's like training my brain to speak English first, not translating after.
Exactly. This trains your brain to think in English naturally. The more you do it, the faster your speaking becomes, and the less you hesitate.
So it's like building an English muscle in my brain?
Yes, it takes time and patience, but it's worth it because your speech will feel more natural and fluent.
Any tips for how to practice thinking in English better?
Sure. Try describing your day silently in English in your mind. For example, I am waking up, I am eating breakfast, or plan what you want to say next before speaking out loud. This trains your mind to form sentences faster.
I'll start doing that today.
Awesome. Now, tip number 8 use apps or AI tools to practice speaking. This is the future of learning.
Oh, like language apps or AI chatbots?
Yes, apps like Duolingo, HelloTalk, or AI chatbots let you practice anytime, anywhere. Some apps even listen to your speech and give you feedback on your pronunciation or grammar. It's like having a teacher in your pocket, always ready to help.
Wow, that sounds so helpful. And I can practice without feeling shy or embarrassed?
Yes, that's the best part. You can practice in private and make mistakes without worry. It's a safe space to improve.
Perfect for shy learners like me.
Absolutely. So remember, practice a little every day, be patient, and never give up. Small steps add up to big progress.
Thanks, Julie. These tips make learning English so much more fun and less scary.
All right, Jack. Now that we've talked about shadowing, thinking in English, and using apps, let's move on to tip number 9. Read out loud every day.
Read out loud, like books? But I'm worried I might sound slow or make mistakes.
That's totally normal. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's to get your mouth used to English sounds and improve your pronunciation. When you read out loud, you practice speaking and understanding at the same time. Plus, it helps your brain remember words faster.
Okay, so I can start with easy stories or even articles?
Yes, start with simple texts you enjoy. Children's books, news for learners, or short stories work great. And don't rush. Take your time to pronounce each word clearly.
I guess reading out loud also helps me remember new words better.
Exactly. When you say words out loud, your brain connects the sounds with the meaning more deeply. It's a powerful way to learn vocabulary naturally.
All right, I'll give that a try. What's next?
Tip number 10. Surround yourself with English as much as possible.
What does that mean exactly?
It means create an English environment for yourself. Listen to English music, watch movies or series with English subtitles, change your phone or social media language to English. Even think of labels around your house in English.
Wow, that sounds like a full immersion. But I don't live in an English-speaking country.
That's okay. You can create your own immersion no matter where you are. The more you hear and see English every day, the faster your brain gets used to it.
So it's like bringing English into my life in small ways every day?
Exactly. Even 10 or 15 minutes a day makes a huge difference over time.
I like that. It feels less scary when English is part of my daily routine.
Yes. And finally, tip number 11. Don't be afraid to make mistakes,
We said that before, but why is it so important?
because mistakes are how we learn. When you speak and make errors, you discover what you need to practice more. Mistakes show your progress, not failure. So the more mistakes you make, the more you're growing.
That's a great way to think about it. I'll try to be braver and just speak more.
Yes, speak as much as you can, with friends, online, or even to yourself. The more you practice, the better you get.
Thanks, Julie. These tips really make English feel more doable and fun.
Jack, we've covered so many great tips already. Now, let's talk about some fun practice activities you can do to make learning even more enjoyable.
Oh, I like that. Sometimes practicing feels a bit boring, so fun stuff sounds perfect.
Exactly. So, tip number 12, play English games.
Games? Like what kind?
There are lots of games that help with speaking, listening, and vocabulary. For example, word puzzles, crossword games, or even apps like Words with Friends. You can also play role-playing games where you act out real-life conversations.
That sounds fun. Pretending to be a waiter or a tourist could be cool.
Yes, role-playing helps you practice useful phrases and feel more confident in real situations.
Okay, what else?
Tip number 13. Watch movies or TV shows with English subtitles.
I do watch some shows, but sometimes it's hard to follow.
That's normal. Start with subtitles on in English. Listen carefully and read along. This helps you match spoken words with their meaning. Try to repeat some sentences out loud, like you're acting in the scene.
Like my own little movie. I like that.
Exactly. It's a great way to improve pronunciation and natural expressions.
Any more ideas?
Sure. Tip number 14, find a language partner.
A language partner? What's that?
It's someone you can practice speaking English with regularly. It could be a friend, a classmate, or even someone online. Talking with a partner helps you use English in real conversations and learn from each other.
Cool. But what if I feel shy?
That's okay. Start with simple chats, and remember, your partner is there to help, not judge. You can also join language exchange groups or online communities.
Got it. I'll try to find a partner.
Tip number 15, keep a journal in English.
A journal? Like writing every day?
Yes! Writing about your day, your thoughts, or plans helps you practice forming sentences and using new vocabulary. You can even record yourself reading your journal out loud.
That sounds really helpful. It's like practicing both writing and speaking.
Exactly. Plus, looking back at your journal after a few weeks shows you how much you've improved.
Thanks, Julie. These activities sound fun and useful. I can't wait to try them.
You're welcome. And remember, learning English is a journey. Enjoy it every step of the way. Keep practicing, stay curious, and don't forget to have fun.
Will do. Thanks for all the great tips.
Hey Jack, you're doing great. Now, let's jump into tip number 16. Listen to English podcasts every day.
Podcasts? Like the ones we're making?
Exactly. Podcasts are a fantastic way to hear natural English conversations, learn new vocabulary, and get used to different accents and speaking speeds.
But sometimes I don't catch every word. What should I do then?
That's totally normal. At first, just try to understand the main idea or topic. Don't worry about every single word. Then, listen again and focus on the parts you missed. You can even pause and replay sentences to hear them better. This helps your brain get used to English sounds and improves your listening skills step by step.
So, listening more helps me train my ear to recognize English words faster?
Yes! Think of it like tuning a radio. The more you listen, the clearer English sounds become to your brain. Over time, you'll start recognizing words and phrases automatically, which makes speaking easier too.
I like that idea. What's tip number 17?
Tip 17 is use flashcards to memorize vocabulary effectively.
Flashcards? Like the paper ones I used in school?
Exactly. But today, you can also use digital flashcard apps like Anki or Quizlet. They help you review words regularly with reminders, which is key to moving words from short-term to long-term memory.
That makes sense. Should I just write the word and its meaning?
That's a good start, but adding example sentences or pictures helps your brain connect the word to real situations. For example, for the word bicycle, you could write, I ride my bicycle to school every day. That way, you learn how to use the word, not just the meaning.
Cool. That will help me remember words better.
Exactly. Plus, reviewing flashcards a little every day helps your brain remember words naturally without feeling overwhelmed.
Okay. What about tip 18?
Tip 18 is speak to yourself in English.
Speak to myself? That sounds a bit strange.
I know it feels funny at first, but talking aloud, even when you're alone, is an excellent way to practice. It's like having a conversation with yourself. No pressure, no mistakes judged by anyone else.
So, should I just say what I'm doing?
Yes, narrate your actions or describe things around you. For example, I'm making tea, or the sky is blue today. This helps your brain get used to forming sentences quickly and improves your fluency.
I'll try that. Maybe I'll describe what I'm cooking or the weather.
That's perfect. It's a simple but powerful way to get your mouth and brain working in English regularly.
Okay, what's tip 19?
Tip 19 is watch English tutorials or how-to videos you enjoy.
Like cooking or DIY videos?
Exactly. Watching videos about things you love keeps you motivated to learn. Plus, you'll hear English used naturally, with phrases and vocabulary that relate to real life.
I love cooking shows, so that sounds fun.
Perfect. When you watch, try to repeat some sentences or write down new words. This way, you're not just watching, but actively learning.
Got it. And what's the last tip for today?
Tip 20 is be consistent and patient with your practice.
I hear that a lot, but why is consistency so important?
Because learning a language takes time. It's like building a muscle. Practicing a little every day is more effective than doing a lot once in a while. Small daily efforts help your brain absorb and remember English naturally.
So even if I only practice 10 minutes a day, it's better than nothing?
Exactly. And don't worry about mistakes or how fast you improve. What matters most is to keep going, enjoy the process, and celebrate every step forward.
Thanks, Julie. These tips really make me feel confident to keep practicing every day.
You're doing amazing, Jack. All right, Jack, ready for more? We're now in the final stretch. Let's keep helping our listeners feel confident in English.
Let's go! I'm learning with them too, so honestly, this is kind of fun for me.
Tip number 21 is don't be afraid to sound silly. Have fun with English.
Silly, like making jokes or doing weird voices like, hello, I am a talking sandwich.
Yes, that's it. Sometimes learners take English way too seriously. But when you loosen up, make jokes, say ridiculous things, even try a funny British or cowboy accent, you start to relax. And when you relax, you learn faster.
Oh, yeah. Like when I randomly said, my spoon loves spaghetti last week.
Yes, that was so good. And it actually helps. See, when you play with language, your brain is like, wait a sec, this is fun? And it stops freaking out about being perfect.
I shall now speak only in dramatic movie trailer voice. Coming soon to a kitchen near you. The English learner strikes again.
Okay, that was amazing. So, yeah, be silly, make a mess, laugh at your own mistakes. That's real learning.
Alrighty, what's tip 22?
Sing English songs, even if you are not a good singer.
Oh no, my voice might break someone's Wi-Fi signal.
Hey, no judgment. You don't need to sound like Adele. Singing helps with rhythm, pronunciation, stress, and it's fun. You don't even need to understand every word. Just sing along.
You know what? I still remember lyrics from songs I heard years ago. Like, full sentences just live in my brain rent-free.
Yes, because songs repeat stuff and they're super catchy. That's why even little kids learn faster through music. So if you like Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, or even Baby Shark, just sing.
Okay, but if I sing Let It Go in the shower and someone hears me, we're both gonna need therapy.
Just tell them it's language learning therapy. Tip number 23 is tell stories in English, even simple ones.
Stories? Like bedtime stories? Once upon a time, Jack forgot his umbrella and became a soggy burrito.
Exactly like that. Tell stories from your day. Like, yesterday I missed the bus. I ran, I slipped, and my sandwich flew into the air. Funny, short, real. Stories make language stick.
Yeah, it helps you use real phrases and past tense and stuff, right?
Yes, and stories also make you sound natural. You link ideas, express emotion, and people love hearing stories. They feel real.
All right, I'll start with the legend of Jack versus the giant homework.
Tip number 24 is a little different. Use real-life moments to practice English.
Like what kind of moments? You mean while brushing my teeth?
Yes? Like, say your steps out loud. Now I brush the left side. Now the right. Or when you're cooking, I cut the onion. I cry. I regret everything.
Yeah, onions are evil. But I get it. It turns boring stuff into English practice.
Exactly. Don't wait for a lesson. Make English your background soundtrack, like you're narrating your life.
Jack walks to the fridge. Jack sees no snacks.
Exactly like that. Even texting a friend? Try replying in English. It doesn't have to be perfect, just active. Okay, last one. Tip number 25. Celebrate small wins.
That's important.
So many learners beat themselves up. But hey, maybe today you said one sentence without pausing, or you remembered a new word, or you understood a TikTok in English. That's a win.
Yeah. I guess we always notice what we don't know, but we forget how far we've come.
Exactly. Every little step matters. So next time you feel stuck, just look back and say, wait, I couldn't do this before.
I'm going to start giving myself a little fist bump for every small win. Boom.
Yes, you should. English isn't just grammar and vocabulary. It's also about feeling brave, curious, and joyful.
Julie, this part felt really different, like real. These tips weren't just smart, they felt like a hug.
Aw, Jack, that means a lot. To all our listeners, remember, it's okay to be slow. It's okay to make mistakes. What matters is you're still going, and we're with you every step of the way. All right, Jack, we've shared 25 tips so far. Can you believe that?
Uh, 25? My brain is literally sweating, Julie. But like in a good way. Like gym for the brain, you know? Brain gains.
Yep. And now we've reached the part where most people get stuck. Staying motivated and actually doing the practice every day. That's what we're talking about now.
The I'll do it tomorrow zone, also known as the procrastination station.
Exactly. So here's the thing. Even just 5 minutes a day can be powerful. You don't need a huge plan. Just mix English into something you already do.
Like what? Brushing my teeth again? I already give English speeches to my mirror in the morning.
Yes. Or maybe while you're eating breakfast, walking outside, or right before bed. Any moment can be your English moment.
Oh, I could listen to this podcast while folding laundry. Boom! Multitasking master mode activated.
Love that. And here's something learners really need to hear. Keep it simple. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to say big, fancy sentences.
So, I don't need to say something like, upon awakening, I proceeded to consume a carbohydrate-based meal involving flour.
No, you just say, I ate bread. Done. Fluent doesn't mean fancy, it means clear and comfortable.
Whew, I feel like my brain just relaxed. Thank you.
Now here's a fun one. Start with a tiny habit. Like just say one English sentence a day, that's it. Write it, say it out loud, whisper it to your pet lizard. Or your spoon.
My cat's gonna start speaking English before I do. Hello, Mr. Whiskers. Today's word is enthusiastic.
I'd pay to hear your cat's voice. But seriously, a tiny habit is powerful. It grows by itself.
Yeah, small steps feel safe. I can do one sentence a day. That feels doable.
Yes! And here's another good one. Track your progress. Write down new words you learned or record your voice once a week. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just notice your growth.
Wait, like, listen to myself from 2 weeks ago and be like, who's that guy?
Exactly. You'll hear progress even when you don't feel it. It's super motivating.
I love that. Like an audio time machine. Past Jack will be like, bro, you've come a long way.
Now, here's maybe the most important part. Be kind to yourself. There will be days when you just don't feel like learning English. And you know what? That's okay.
Yeah, I've had those days. I open the book, I stare at it, and then I just slowly close it again.
We all have those days. But don't quit just because you missed one day or 5 days. Just come back, gently, like a little, hey, I'm back moment.
You're right. It's not about being perfect. It's about coming back again and again.
Yes, you're doing something amazing. Learning a new language is brave and powerful, even if it feels slow.
Julie, this whole episode felt like a cozy blanket and a hot cup of tea for my brain.
That's the goal. And to everyone listening right now, we want you to know.
You're growing. Even if it's just one word today, that's progress.
Be proud of every step you take.
And hey, if you feel stuck, if you feel shy, if you forget everything we said,
Just talk to your cat.
see you next time on the podcast where English gets fun, not scary.
Bye!